Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. We had so much fun last year and you guys seem to enjoy it a lot. So we're back with another NBA draft style video. If you remember last year, what we did was we were celebrating the NBA 75th anniversary season and we were drafting from that 76 players that were on the 75th anniversary team. But this year, it's gonna be a little bit different. We're changing things up. We're drafting from all of NBA history. Any player of all time is available to us today. So this is gonna be a lot of fun, a lot more players, a lot more new names from last year. I'm gonna take a second to introduce everybody, as well as reveal our draft order as we do that. Drafting 10th and last is gonna be Mr. Aaron Gluck. Drafting number 9 is gonna be one of our newbies for this year, Evan Caro. Another one of our newbies, drafting 8th, Jesse Bennett. Followed by Yellow Boy. Then is going to be Jordan Scarantino. Another one of our new guys, Cameron Cook. Then is going to be Dan Zikuski. Myself at 3rd. Our last new guy, Noah Economides, will be drafting 2nd. And our first overall pick belongs to Alonzo Brunn. Gentlemen, if we're all ready to go, Zoe, you're officially on the clock.
I am he and he is me. I want Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, a pretty obvious first overall pick. I don't think that's going to surprise anybody. Noah with the 2nd overall pick. On the clock. Is your Spurs fandom gonna play out here?
Listen, guys.
Oh,
You're gonna draft Tim Duncan, I swear to God. No way.
Is he gonna do it?
LeBron James with the 2nd.
Okay. All
Damn.
right. I swear to God he was gonna draft Timmy. I swear to God.
He had me sweating, man.
I was this close.
That puts me up with the 3rd overall pick. A lot of different directions I can go here, and I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about this all day, honestly. I think I'm going to surprise some people with this pick.
I think I know where you're going.
This was one of my favorite players, arguably my favorite player of all time growing up.
Yes,
the reason that I started watching basketball, I'm going to take Shaquille O'Neal with the 3rd overall pick.
Coming. I knew it was coming. I scribbled his name out.
Okay.
That puts Dan Zikuski, last year's #1 overall pick on the board.
I took him 1st overall last year. Give me Kobe.
There it is. Kobe Bean off the board early yet again. Cameron Cook, 5th overall pick in the all-time draft. Who are you thinking?
Well, I kind of knew who I was going to pick right away because I knew at 5th that a lot of more relevant, like recent names would come up. So I'm going to go a little bit back in history and pick one of the most dominant players of his time, Wilt Chamberlain.
Jordan Scarantino, the 6th overall pick. A couple of big names off the board already, but also a lot to choose from.
Yeah, there's a lot of big names still here, but this is a draft where there's going to be a lot of superstars around this player. And this player, time and time again, has just performed so well with superstars around him. Give me Kevin Durant.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa, not who I thought you were talking about. 2 years in a row, Kevin Durant has gone in the 1st round. Following Jordan, it's going to be Chuck Yella, 7th overall pick.
You know, I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna keep it with my light-skinned brother. I'm drafting Steph Curry. The greatest shooter of all time.
Steph Curry.
I was hoping y'all would let him. Let him slip.
Jesse Bennett. Welcome to the draft. 8th overall pick. Who are you thinking?
So I'm going to turn it back a bit as well. I feel like a lot of size is going to go pretty fast in this draft. I'm looking for a leader. I'm looking for a winner. I'm going to go with Bill Russell.
Oh,
fuck yeah.
Bill Russell.
Yeah, I respect the shit out of you for that.
11 championships. Bill Russell slipped towards the end of the draft last year. Somehow got forgotten about. Going in the 1st round this year. I like that a lot. Evan, welcome to the draft to you as well. You have the 2nd to last pick. A lot of guys still on the board. Who are you thinking?
So there are actually a lot of guys on the board that I didn't expect here at 9. There are 3 guys that I had that if they fell to 9, I was gonna be really happy with. And I think, Noah, it's time to get that jersey out again.
No.
I think I'll take the greatest power forward of all time. I'm gonna take Tim Duncan.
Timmy.
Duncan off the board in the 1st round with the 2nd to last pick.
Really didn't see that.
Evan catch.
I like that a lot, actually. And rounding out the 1st round, finishing it off, Aaron, who are you thinking?
I'll take Kareem.
Kareem slipping all the way to the 10th overall pick. And then Aaron, with the last pick in the 1st round, you get the 1st pick in the 2nd round. Who are you feeling?
I'll take Larry.
Man in the world.
Larry Bird.
He's off to a fucking start.
Bird.
He's already killing us. Yo, Aaron, you're a beast, brother.
Evan, back to you. Tim Duncan with your 1st overall pick. Who are you going to pair him with?
So if I'm not mistaken, the greatest point guard of all time is still available in Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson is somehow still available.
So I think I'm going to take the greatest point guard to go with the greatest power forward of all time.
Magic Johnson off the board in the 2nd round somehow. That's Evan
That's
might
insane.
Evan's running away with it at the moment. Evan's got 2 top 10 players and he drafted 9. That's
and
nuts.
I'm mad at y'all for letting Magic slip that far.
Coming back to Jesse, Bill Russell in the 1st overall pick. Who are you going to take with your 2nd?
It's a tough one. I was banking on Magic slipping to me here, so I'm gonna go with a modern day player and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's a solid pick.
That's
That's a solid pick.
Chuck, back to you. You got Steph Curry. I know last year you were focused on shooting. It looks like you're doing the same thing this year. How you feeling?
I'm gonna go with prime D-Rose.
Wow. Wow.
Surprising.
That's, you know, a couple years in a row that Chuck's got some pretty
That's
crazy
something.
first and second round picks.
That's
It was-
something.
it was Steve Nash was your second pick last year. Is Derrick Rose this time? That's nuts. But Derrick Rose, the first player drafted this year that was not a part of last year's draft. Jordan, Kevin Durant was your first pick. Who's gonna be your second?
I can't believe he fell to me. I thought for sure he was going to get sniped, but I'm taking D Wade.
Dwayne Wade and Kevin Durant. That's a pairing that I think I like a lot, actually. Cameron, you took Wilt Chamberlain with your first pick. Are you going to stay old school or maybe bring it back to more modern day?
Semi-modern. I definitely going to get another big right off the bat that probably would not last another round with Dirk Nowitzki.
That's a solid pick.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like it.
Dan, Kobe Bean was your first pick. Who are you going to put next to him?
I really was hoping Wade would fall to me to play the point, but I'm gonna have to take Melo.
Whoa.
Why would you do
Wow.
that to me, bro?
Whoa.
Wow.
I see that as a personal attack.
Whoa.
Kobe.
Carmelo Anthony off the board in the
Carmelo.
second round.
Kobe
Damn.
Bean and Carmelo
Damn.
Anthony.
There's only one ball.
There's only one ball.
So that falls to me now. So I got Shaq with my first
I
overall
know
pick.
you're happy right now too.
And you know what? I got some options here. You know what? I'm gonna go with my gut on this one. Shaq was always at his best when he had a dominant athletic wing to go with him. I'm gonna take Dr. J.
No wait.
Julius Irving.
Top 15 player of all time. Very
Absolutely
slept on
he
player.
is. Absolutely
And
he
He
is.
slipped a
just-
long way last year.
I think you just might have pulled off the steal so far.
Bringing it back to, it's gonna be Noah this time. You had LeBron James. Who are you gonna put with LeBron?
I'm going to go big
Mm-hmm.
and someone that I think could have slipped out of the top 10,
Mm-hmm.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Dream.
That's a great pick.
Solid pickup.
Man, I can't stand you.
He has the first overall pick this year, and somehow people are still stealing his pick.
I got Mike, so I really can't go wrong here. But I do need to go big now before they're gone. Give me the big ticket.
Alonzo takes Kevin Garnett with his second round pick. And so you get to lead off the third round as well.
I'm just going to go ahead and take a pick, a safe pick. For the 5-man, give me Moses Malone.
Ooh.
That's a really good
MVP.
pick. Noah, LeBron James, Hakeem Olajuwon, third overall pick is going to be.
I mean, you need someone to pass to
I know
them,
who I'm
right?
going to pick for, though.
I'm
know who I'm
picking
picking
someone
for.
that played in the 60s. This
Mm.
man averaged 31, 13, and 11. Oscar Robertson.
Big
God
O.
damn it. God damn it. So I got the third pick here. Oscar was who I wanted just there.
What you thinking, brother, man?
I think I need a point guard. I don't know if this is the greatest pick ever.
I think you're going to say who I think you're going to say.
I'm going to take Isaiah Thomas.
Oh,
Ooh.
no, you're not.
I thought you were going somewhere else.
I'm
Nah,
going to
how
take
he,
Isaiah Thomas.
how he slipped that far?
Coming around, our next pick is Dan, who took probably the most shocking pick so far with Carmelo Anthony in the second round.
I need a big, so to me, this is a very easy pick. I'm gonna take David Robinson.
The
Big.
Admiral.
I wanted to get him with
That-
T.
Next up, Cameron. You've got the bigs, Wilt Chamberlain, Dirk Nowitzki. Who are you going to put around them?
You need a guard, brother.
So I'm not looking for a guard just yet, but I
Don't
want
be so
someone good
confident
for
with me.
defense. And I'm thinking someone more in the modern era to bounce around a little bit, but he's always made a big impact. Thinking Kawhi Leonard for the center of the lineup.
Whoa.
Middle of
That's
that
not a bad
lineup.
pick.
Whoa.
It's not a bad pick.
Well-known
It's-
defensive
it's-
player.
You know,
I like it.
there.
I like it.
But Jordan Scarantino, you took Kawhi last year.
Now I'm just going to get my guard right here. I'm just going to get the point guard, Chris Paul.
That's my pick now?
No, it's Chuck's pick. Evan, you're waiting a little bit.
Thank God.
Chuck, you got Steph and Derrick Rose. You've gone with the small ball lineup.
And I'm going to my third pick go with another of the greatest Bulls of all time. And give me the greatest rebounder of all time. Give me
Wow.
Dennis Rodman.
Whoa.
What?
Okay.
Yep.
Dennis Rodman in the third round. Wow. Wow. Dennis Rodman in the third round is blowing me away a little bit.
I'm speechless.
That's nuts. Jesse, Bill
I
Russell,
got no words for you, brother.
and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Who are you going to put around those guys?
I need a point guard. Can't go wrong with the glove. We go Gary Payton.
Ooh,
Gary Payton. Damn. So Jesse's fully leaning into defense at this point. I like that a lot. Evan, second to last pick of the third round.
I have plenty of options here. I think this pick is going to surprise a lot of people. I'm going to go a modern era player. I think I need a shooter. So I think at the 2, I'm going to take James Harden.
James Harden in the third round.
I knew Noah wasn't going to like it.
And that brings us to Aaron with the final pick of the third round. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird. Who are you thinking now?
I'm gonna take Jason Kidd as my point.
Oh, Jason Kidd in the third round. This, you know what? I'm looking at this third round. Dennis Rodman, James Harden, Gary Payton, Jason Kidd. We got some guys going a lot earlier than I thought they would. Aaron, you get to start off the fourth round.
I'm gonna take Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
Good pick.
He's also going with some shooting. Taking another Celtics player. Ray Allen off the board with the first pick of the fourth round. Evan, we're right back to you. Second pick of the fourth round.
To me, there's a slew of guys as a bigs, as centers that are elite, and then there's a slew of guys that are bordering elite. And I think we've taken all of them except for one. And after that, I think there's quite a drop off. So I think before anybody else gets their hands on, I'm going to have to go ahead and take Pat Ewing.
Whoa, Patrick Ewing.
I think he's
A
a
little bit of
final
love for my
elite
Knicks.
center left.
Patrick Ewing to go with Tim Duncan in the front court. I think that's a really good pick. Patrick Ewing deserves a little more love, if you ask me. We're back to Jesse. Bill Russell, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Gary Payton. Are you going to stick with defense?
Plan on getting the offense rolling a little bit here. I'm going to go with Allen Iverson.
Chuck, Yella, you just took probably the most shocking pick of the draft to this point. Are you going to top that somehow?
What would you say this guy's like best villain is?
Oh, man.
Oh.
wow.
That's the one.
Wow.
Nah.
That's
Nikola Jokic, back-to-back league MVP. Jordan,
I love it.
Kevin Durant, Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul. Thinking a little more old school with this pick, or are you going to stay right in this like early 2010s era?
This one's definitely more old school. I'm definitely going to move KD to the 4 because I cannot believe he fell to me at the 3. Give me Scottie Pippen.
Cameron, you just took Kawhi Leonard with your pick in the third round. Who are you thinking here in the fourth?
I'm going to take the player that I think has a lot of, I would say, personality and just kind of star power. Very fun to watch. Always was. Vince Carter.
Wow.
Oh, damn, bro. You stole him from me.
Vince Carter in the fourth round. This has been, I can't believe some of the guys that have been taken so far in this draft. This is nuts. Danny Z,
Vince Carter,
Kobe Bryant, Carmelo Anthony, David Robinson. Looks like he needed point guard, but I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Yeah, going with the pastor here. I'm going to take Nash.
I'm going to go with probably, without really looking, probably the best remaining 4 on the board. I'm going to go Charles Barkley.
woo!
Chuck,
Whom I'm surprised fell this far. Chuck is way better than where he's picked.
Noah, Hakeem Olajuwon, LeBron
got
James,
KG
Oscar
alone,
Robertson. Who are you feeling with the fourth round pick?
I need a power forward.
Mm.
I'm going to go Karl Malone.
Zoe, Michael Jordan, Kevin Garnett, Moses Malone. Finish off the fourth round for us.
I'm going to take whom is now my favorite player of all time. Give me Kyrie.
Wow, another guy.
guard.
Another guy I never thought would be in the first 4 rounds. Kyrie and Mike in the backcourt, Moses and KG in the front court. Zoe, you get to start off the 5th round for us.
I do need somebody to run the ship for my second unit. I want a top 5 point guard of all time. Give me John Stockton.
I like that pick a lot. Noah, your 5th guy. You get to round out your starting 5.
The spot I'm missing is shooting guard, but there's someone left that I'm looking at. He's had a 38.2 points per game season. Highest rebounds he's ever had was 19.8. He's a 5 or 6 assist guy too. Elgin Baylor.
Wow.
Elgin Baylor. Wow.
That is a sleeper.
So I get to finish off my starting five. I got Shaq, Dr. J, Isaiah, Charles Barkley. I need a 2. I'm going to take a guy who's kind of a combo guard. Somebody who slipped ridiculously far last year. Give me the logo, Jerry West.
Wow.
Ooh.
Dan, Kobe, Carmelo, David Robinson, Steve Nash. Round out your top 5 for us.
I think I'm gonna reunite some Laker greats here and go with Pau Gasol.
Whoa! Wow. Pau Gasol in the top 5. Cameron, Wilt Chamberlain, Dirk Nowitzki, Kawhi Leonard, and probably one of the big surprises of the draft so far, Vince Carter. Who you feeling to finish off your starting 5?
Well, I definitely want a point guard, and I was going to take Nash, and I was going to take Stockton, but I'm going to say Tim Hardaway.
Wow.
Tim Hardaway. Wow. I'm surprised Cameron knows who that is. Coming to Jordan, KD, Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul, Scottie Pippen. It looks like you need a big.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my my big right here. This guy should have been on the NBA 75 list. I'm getting Dwight Howard.
2 years in a row, Jordan gets to steal Dwight Howard. Chuck, Steph Curry, Derrick Rose, Dennis Rodman, and the Joker. Finish off your starting 5 for me.
I want more aggression because besides Steph Curry, I just got a beast team. So I'm gonna go Paul Pierce.
He said I need aggression and then takes Paul Pierce. I don't think
I follow.
I don't think I follow the train of logic on that one.
That came
What?
out of nowhere.
He didn't say I need shooting.
Shot.
He didn't say I needed. He said I needed aggression.
The man got stabbed and didn't miss a game. Are you kidding me? How's that not aggressive?
He had to poop and took a wheelchair.
I need a
That's
dickhead
fucking
on the team.
genius.
Hey man.
I've
man,
been.
that's,
I've had this shit where you can't walk.
Jesse, Bill Russell, Giannis, Gary Payton, Allen Iverson. Who's gonna be your 5th?
I need some knockdown shooting in my life. I'm gonna go Reggie Miller.
Prioritizing shooting with Ray Allen and Reggie Miller going off the board pretty early. Evan, took Patrick Ewing with your last pick. Who's gonna be your next pick?
So I'm going to go with a guy that I've been scared is going to be taken a few different times now with what people have been saying. A guy that won an MVP and in that year averaged 32, 12, and 12. Has averaged a triple-double 4 seasons. The
Russell
third
Westbrook.
greatest point guard of all time, Russell Westbrook.
Did you just say the greatest point guard of all time?
The third greatest point guard of all time, Russell
Oh
Westbrook.
my
That's a hot
God.
take. That's
Hot
a hot
take.
take.
Aaron, you get to finish off the 5th round and you're starting 5. You've already got Kareem, Larry Bird, Jason Kidd, who we just brought up, and Ray Allen. Who's going to be your 5th?
My next pick is going to be Alex English.
Whoa!
Wow,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Alex English, I think 2-time scoring champ, maybe even more than that.
He was at 75 snub too.
All-time leading scorer for the 1980s. And Aaron, you're the first one who gets to start on his bench unit. You get to start off the 6th round for us.
All right, this might be a little early, but I have to do it. So I'm going to take Jason Tatum.
Wow.
Jason Tatum.
Of course you do.
Jason
Could've waited.
Tatum, the first, not the first active player taken, but kind of the first like current young guy taken. Evan, we're right back to you. You took Russ to finish off your starting 5. Who's going to be your 6th man?
Russ is my 6th man. So at my 3, my first small forward that I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take Dominique Wilkins.
Jesse, starting off your bench. Who are you thinking?
That kind of sucks. I was banking on Dominique Wilkins for this, but I'm gonna get a facilitator off the bench. I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic.
Aaron may have just started something here, taking the current guys. Yella, who are you thinking?
If humanity was on the line,
Oh my.
the
No, he's
Martians
not.
have the
No.
lasers
Ah,
aimed at the planet Earth.
this team.
Give me
yo.
Andre Iguodala.
This team, yo.
That's that's a pick.
Okay.
I'm not hearing any applause, so we're just gonna move right on to Jordan. Jordan, let's get the taste of Andre Iguodala's in the 6th round
Yeah.
out of our mouth. Who are you gonna take?
I'm gonna go with Klay Thompson.
Whoa, Klay Thompson.
I was wondering when.
Another guy that was not there last year, which rubbed some people the wrong way. Cameron, Wilt Chamberlain, Dirk, Kawhi, Vince Carter, Tim Hardaway. You've taken a couple surprise picks in a row. What are you gonna do to start your bench?
Might be another surprise. So I'm looking for people that will come in clutch when they come off the bench when they need to. I'm thinking Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard, a guy who was a controversial addition to the 75th anniversary team.
Love it.
Dan, Kobe, Melo, David Robinson, Steve Nash, Pau Gasol. Start your bench for me.
All right. I'm grabbing my sixth man, who most definitely should have not fallen this far. Give me T-Mac.
Tracy McGrady.
I was banking on it.
2 years in a
I
row,
was
Dan
banking
can grab
on
up Tracy McGrady. With my
other
first
guy's
pick for
still
the
there.
bench, I'm also going to go with a 2. I'm going to go with a guy that
I know who you're going with. I don't know how he's still there.
I don't think you know who I'm going with, Evan. I'm going to take Pete Maravich.
The pistol.
Pete Maravich to start my bench. Noah, second to last pick of the 6th round. Who are you going to start your bench with?
So if you're talking scrappiness, heart, winningest player in NBA history, got to take Manu Ginobili as 6th man.
And that brings us to Zoe. Zoe, you get to take the last pick in the 6th round. And who's that going to be?
I'm going to take a 30-point per game scorer off the board now. One of the last great wings. Give me the Iceman. I'll take George Gervin. He's going to write out my starting lineup. That's going to be my 3. George
Combo
Gervin.
wing. That's a good pick. I like George Gervin. That's a really good pick. Zoe, you took George Gervin at the end of the 6th round. You get to start off the 7th round. Tell me who you're going to put next to the Iceman.
I'm not the biggest fan of this particular player, but I can't lie to you. I do think he is the best player still on the board. Give me Anthony Davis.
Coming back to Noah, second pick in the 7th round. You took Manu with your first pick of the bench players. Who are you thinking now?
I'm going to go back to a big man. Now, this person played 50s and 60s, but one season he averaged 28 and 20. Bob Pettit.
That's a great pick. I think I need a big, but I don't love my choices at big at the moment. I think I'm going to keep going with skill. I think I'm going to take Rick Barry.
Wonderful pick.
Dan, you took Tracy McGrady to start your bench. Who are you thinking now?
I know this is going to start a lot of controversy. Give me Agent Zero.
Oh,
whoa, Gilbert Arenas.
He dropped 60 on Kobe. Let's not forget it.
Wow, Gilbert Arenas was somebody I didn't necessarily expect to get picked in this draft. Cameron, you took Damian Lillard with your first pick on the bench. 7th pick, who are you thinking?
I'm thinking another big at the Dikembe Mutombo.
Jordan, you took Klay Thompson as your 6th man. Are you thinking some more shooting, or are you going to go in a different direction?
I'm going to get a wing. I like a little bit of both. A lot of offense, a lot of defense. I'm going to get Paul George.
Paul George.
Love it.
Yella, you took maybe the most shocking and disappointing pick of the draft with Andre Iguodala in the 6th round. Here's your pick in the 7th round.
Nah.
What's up your
You
sleeve
gotta
this
redeem
time?
yourself, nigga.
Give me Yao.
Yeah. I was waiting to see who would take him and when.
I was thinking about it.
Jesse, you took Luka as your 6th man. Are you going to stay with current players, or are you going to go back to some past?
I think I am going to stick with some current players. I don't know if this is a good pick, but this guy, looking for some size on my bench, I think he can hold his own against any guys from the past. I'm going to go with Joel Embiid.
I like this. I like your philosophy, and I like your picks.
That brings us to Evan. Evan, I'm curious to see what you're thinking after taking Dominique in the 6th.
I'm going to go with Clyde Drexler.
Great pick.
Fucker. He's still on the board?
Nobody took him.
Clyde's still on the
nobody took
board. Clyde is a great pick. Aaron, final pick of the 7th round. You took Jason Tatum. You took a current player, a Celtics player with your last pick. Who are you thinking this time?
I want
Celtics
Rob
player.
Parrish.
Robert Parrish. Wow.
That's somebody I forgot about. I'm not going to lie.
So, Aaron, that was the last pick of the 7th round. You also get the first pick of the 8th round. Start it off for us.
I'm going to take some
I'm
scoring.
going to pick him now.
David Thompson.
Evan, Dominique and Clyde off the bench. Keep rounding out your second unit for me.
Here's a guy that has stepped up in big moment after big moment. Has won a few championships. Go James Worthy.
Jesse, Joel Embiid and Luka. Who's going to keep filling out your second unit?
I think I need to keep spreading the floor here. I'm going to go with Chauncey Billups.
Wow, Chauncey, former finals MVP. Another guy who was not a part of last year's draft. Coming to Chuck, you took Yao Ming with your last pick. Who are you thinking this time?
I think we're talking about everybody here in their prime. And this dude I'm about to pick, probably one of my favorite in-game dunkers of all time. Let me get Blake Griffin.
Wow.
Blake
I consider
Griffin.
that one heavily.
He was somebody I was really hoping would quietly fall to me. That's one of my favorite players ever. Jordan, Klay Thompson and Paul George on the bench. Keep filling it out.
I'm gonna get a 4 here. Give me Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh.
I almost just took him.
Chris Bosh, another Heat legend. Cameron, Damian Lillard, and Mount Mutombo. Who's gonna be your next pick?
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Ooh. Ooh, back-to-back stretch 4s. Dan, Tracy McGrady, and then another big surprise, Gilbert Arenas. What are you thinking to put with them?
I'm going for back-to-back shocking picks here. I think a lot of people forget how dominant he was at one point. Give me DeMarcus Cousins.
So coming back to me, I think I need a big, but I don't want to rush that and take a bad big. I do need a backup point guard. I'm going to take a guy that slipped a little bit last year. Definitely, I think, a top 10 point guard of all time. I'm taking Walt Frazier. Back to Noah. You took Manu and Bob Pettit for your bench. Who are you thinking now?
Let me go Dave Bing.
Wow, Dave Bing, who I think fell to Dave Bing might have been the final pick of last year's draft.
He was one of mine, yeah.
Dave Bing was not necessarily appreciated last year. So, finish off the 8th round for us. You took George Gervin and Anthony Davis with your last 2.
I can't believe Aaron didn't swoop this guy right from under me.
No.
I'm going to take what I believe to be the greatest bench player in all of NBA history to be on my bench. I need Kevin McHale.
Kevin McHale, multiple-time champion with the Celtics, former 6th man of the year. And so you get to keep going. You get 2 in a row. You get to start off the 9th round for us.
I think now guys are going to start looking at me weird. I like DeMar DeRozan.
Whoa, DeMar DeRozan.
I think that's someone who could learn a lot from Mike. His game is real similar.
Wow.
And with the guys he's around in that system, I think I like that.
Noah, Dave Bing was your last pick. Who's going to be your next pick?
Give me Bill Walton. Some toughness.
Fantastic pick.
Wow, Bill Walton. Back to me. I took Pete Maravich, Rick Barry, and Walt Frazier. I need a backup big. I'm going to take Alonzo Mourning. Dan, Tracy McGrady, Gilbert Arenas, DeMarcus Cousins. Do you have any more surprises for us?
This one isn't as exciting. I'm going to take Chris Webber.
C. Webb.
That's very exciting.
Back-to-back Kings legends. That's a really solid pick. I like that a lot. Cameron, you took LaMarcus Aldridge with your last pick. Who are you thinking this time?
I'm thinking of someone off the bench who's known good off the bench. The back-to-back 6-man winner. Fairly recently, thinking Lou Williams.
Jordan, Klay Thompson, Paul George, and Chris Bosh. Who's going to keep rounding out your bench for you?
I need a big, but I think I could probably wait on that. I'm just going to go what I think is the best on the board right now. I'm going to go John Havlicek.
Hondo. Johnny Havlicek off the board. Another guy that
top 5 shooting guard.
Slipped very far.
In my opinion.
Chuck. Blake Griffin was your last pick.
Let me go Kate Love.
Kevin Love. Wow.
I was thinking that about
That's a really solid pick. Jesse, you took Chauncey Billups with your last pick. Who are you thinking with your 9th pick?
I'm going to keep rolling with the shooters. I'm going to go with a bigger guy that can spread the floor. I'm going to go with Peja Stojakovic.
A lot of Kings are getting love here in the last couple of rounds. Evan, James Worthy was your 8th pick. Who's going to be your 9th?
So I'm kind of surprised he's still on the board. He's somebody Hall of Famer, played in the 50s, averaged in his prime, I believe, 25 and 15. I'm going to take Dolph Shays.
Yeah. Okay. Dolph Shays.
Fuck yeah. That's a good pick.
Because why not?
That's a great pick.
You sound like a hater right now, Alex.
Dolph, it's not even hating. It's that's genuine shock you're hearing in my voice. Aaron, we're back to you, buddy. Finish off the 9th round for us.
I'm going to take Sidney Moncrief.
And you get to make a second one in a row. You get to start off the 10th round for us.
I think I'm going to take Jerry Stackhouse.
Wow. Yeah, Jerry Stackhouse. Why not? Yeah. This has gotten really interesting really quick. Back to Evan. You took Dolph Shays with your last pick. Who's going to be next?
I'm going to take Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace.
That's a good one.
4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Jesse, Luka, Joel Embiid, Chauncey, and Peja. Who are you thinking now?
Give me Amari Stoudemire.
And take him. So that uncomplicates things for me.
Over to Chuck. You took Kevin Love with your last pick.
I might have another controversial pick. Surprisingly. I'm looking down this list that we got here of who's left in the greats in the shooting guard column. And none of them are really speaking to me in my soul. So I'm gonna have to look deep inside and pull out somebody that I've always admired. And I'm gonna have to go with J.R. Smith with a capital F at the end.
Wow, JR. Another guy that I never expected to get taken in this draft. J.R. Smith. I love it. Jordan, Johnny Havlicek was your last pick. Who's going to take this time?
I'm going to get my point guard right here. Give me Bob Cousy.
Bob Cousy.
Yes.
Back-to-back Celtics legends. Cameron, you took Lou Will. Probably the all-time six-man. What are you thinking now?
I'm going to pick another big from way back in the day. I'm going to go with Artis Gilmore.
Artis Gilmore, an ABA legend. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That brings us to Dan. You took a couple of Kings in a row. DeMarcus Cousins, Chris Webber. What are you thinking now?
Another unorthodox picks here. I'm gonna go with Monte Ellis.
Wow, Monte Ellis, one of my favorite players.
That's something.
Back in the day. A guy who's never made an all-star team somehow. I took Alonzo Mourning with my last pick. I need a 4 is really what I need. I'm going to go with one of the better rebounders of all time and a guy that I'm surprised is still not on, or is still on the board, hasn't been taken. I'm going to go with Elvin Hayes.
Oh my gosh.
Did I just steal that from you, Noah?
Yeah. Well, give me a second. I'm going to get a guy that can do it all. Defense, he's clutch. We saw what he did for the Heat in the finals recently. I got to go Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. I love it. I'm really liking these picks. And that brings us to Zoe, who's going to give us the last pick of the 10th round.
I would like to have somebody else that can handle the basketball. So I'll take Penny Hardaway.
Penny Hardaway, somehow the second Hardaway taken. I really like that pick. But right, Zoe, Penny Hardaway with your 10th overall pick. Start off the 11th round for us.
How many rounds are we doing?
We're doing 12, but I'm interested.
12? Oh.
I'm interested if you guys would like to add one more round. Would you guys want to maybe do 13? Fuck it, we'll add a 13th round. Why not? So go ahead and give us your 11th round. So
I don't even need this guy in rotation. I could just have him for the fuck of it. And that being said, he's an MVP, Finals MVP of Rookie of the Year, and his name is Wes Unseld.
Damn, I was hoping he slipped to me. I could have put him back with Elvin Hayes. That's a good pick. Noah, over to you. Jimmy Butler with your last pick.
I need a point guard off the bench. He plays well with Manu. I got to go Tony Parker.
Tony Parker.
I knew it was coming.
It was only a matter of time, right? That brings it back to me. My bench is looking good. Pete Maravich, Rick Barry, Walt Frazier, Alonzo Mourning, Elvin Hayes. I like having size, skill, athleticism, and versatility. Give me Grant Hill. Over to Dan. With Dan's 11th pick, he took Monte with the 10th. Who's going to be your 11th?
I'm going another guy here that definitely probably wouldn't have been drafted by anyone else. Give me Rondo.
Ooh, wow, Rajon Rondo. Dan is taking some pretty surprising guys so far, and I like it a lot.
Dan, I love it. I love it.
Cameron, you took Artis Gilmore with your last pick. Who are you thinking this time?
I need another guard, and I want to go with John Wall.
Yes,
John Wall, one of my favorite players of all time. A guy I was hoping would get drafted today. I love that. I love that pick. Love that pick. Over to Jordan, Bob Cousy and John Havlicek, your last two picks. Are you going to stick with the Celtics?
No, but I'm going to stick with the wing. This guy, over a stretch of years, he averaged 28, 30, 30, 30, 30, 26, 29. Give me Adrian Dantley.
Adrian Dantley, one of the most versatile scorers in the history of the league. I like that. Chuck, another guy that's giving us some surprises. You took J.R. Smith with your last pick. Who's going to be your 11th pick?
Give me the teammate scrapper. Give me Draymond.
Draymond.
Damn it.
That's your best pick, nigga.
Draymond
Man
Green.
doesn't shower.
Over to Jesse. You took Amari Stoudemire with your
That's
last
that arm
pick.
coach.
I'm going to go with Detlef Schrempf.
Whoa. Detlef
Whoa.
Schrempf. Evan, Ben Wallace was your last pick. He's sticking with defense this time?
So I think the one thing that my team lacks the most is shooting. So I think I'm going to take probably the best pure shooter left, also arguably the best nickname in NBA history. I'm going to take AK-47, Andre Karolinko.
Whoa!
Wow.
AK-47.
Not arguably the best. It is the best. There's not a better nickname than AK-47.
There's not a better nickname.
Over to Aaron. Last pick of the 11th round. He took Jerry Stackhouse with your last pick. You gonna surprise us again?
Give me Willis Reed.
And you get to go again. You get to pick the first pick of the 12th round.
And I'll take Allen Houston.
Whoa! Okay. Allen Houston.
That did just happen.
Allen Houston. Over to Evan.
I like it.
Andre Karolinko. Who's gonna be your 12th pick?
So there's two names on here, and I think both of them would come as a little bit of a surprise. One of them's current, one of them's a 60s player. I think I'm going to go with the old head, and I think I'm going to go Walt Bellamy.
That's a really solid pick, Evan. I'm surprised you even know who that is. Good pick. Back to Jesse. That left Schrempf off the board for us.
We go with another one guard and go with a solid point. Darren Williams.
Darren Williams.
Yeah, solid point.
Darren Williams,
solid point.
2000s legend. One of my favorite players when we were younger. Chuck, Draymond Green was your last pick. Who's going to be your next?
I got size, I got shooters, but I don't have a lot of ass. So give me Kyle Big Booty Lowry.
Oh, boy.
Big old. Let me
boy.
see that booty. Lowry.
The best ass in NBA history.
Jordan, you're up, man.
I don't know how I'm gonna follow that one, but this guy had a stretch where he was averaging 30, 34, 31. Give me Bob McAdoo.
That brings us to Cameron. John Wall, one of my favorite picks of the draft so far. Who are you going to follow that up with?
I'm kind of mad I didn't get Draymond. I had a whole joke to go with it. But I will take Sean Kemp instead.
Sean Kemp.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Sean Kemp. One of the most electric players of all time. I like that.
Hell yeah.
Dan, Rajon Rondo was your last pick. Who's the next one going to be?
I'm going to pick up another Kings legend. Give me Mitch Richmond.
Ooh. Mitch Richmond.
Great
player. That brings it back to me. I need a big. I passed on this guy a couple rounds ago and have completely forgotten about him.
Can I guess?
I just went and looked, and I can't believe he's still there. I'm going to take George Mikan.
I can make a good case for him being the greatest basketball player ever.
Noah, over to you, buddy. Who was your last pick? Tony Parker. You going to stick with Spurs?
I am not. I'm actually going to go quite the opposite. So I'm going to take one of the baddest dudes to play the game. If you took it in the paint, you were coming out with a bloody nose. Bill Laimbeer.
I hate him, but that's not a terrible pick. So Zoe, you get to finish off the 12th and then start off the newly added 13th. Who are you going to take with the 12th?
I got both of my picks. I'm about to blow your heads off. It's the end of this shit. One, Ja Morant.
Ja Morant. Ja Morant.
Boom, I can't.
God damn it.
And the second one, I'm going to keep it now. SGA.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Zoe with back-to-back current players. Two guys are going to be all-stars this year. Two guys that were not a part of our draft last year. I love that. Noah, over to you for your last pick of the draft. You took Bill Laimbeer last round. Who's it going to be this time?
Give me Zion Williamson.
Oh. Whoa!
You! God damn it. You got to get on the young train. That's where the skill is at.
My last pick. I've not done like a surprise pick. I haven't shocked anybody yet. This is a guy that I've been sitting on. I've been thinking about this guy since I wanted to do this video. This is one of my favorite players when we were younger. This dude is a certified bucket. I'm taking ISO Joe Johnson.
Oh,
give me Joe Johnson to finish off my picks. Dan, Mitch Richmond was your last pick. Give us one more surprise to send us off with.
One more surprise? Well, I kind of need a guy that can play backup center if DeMarcus is throwing one of his hissy fits. Gonna go defense. Give me Jermaine O'Neal.
Whoa!
Pacer Maine, heard you.
Jermaine O'Neal. Over to Cameron. John Wall, Sean Kemp was your last two picks. Cam, give me your 13th and final pick.
So I written Ja Morant, I wrote Zion Williamson, got taken immediately after that. Not particularly happy, but my third choice, Devin Booker.
Yes.
Devin Booker.
Completely off the radar.
Jordan, go ahead and give me your final pick, your 13th and final.
My last pick, I want somebody that could just come in and give me like a quick 40, 50 off the bench. Give me Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh, off the radar.
I'm loving this last round. I'm so glad we did one more round. Over to Chuck. Kyle Lowry was your previous pick. Who's going to be your 13th pick?
I'm gonna go LaMelo Ball.
Oh,
wow.
Oh shit, nigga. I love you.
Yeah, LaMelo Ball.
Nigga said LaMelo Ball.
That's crazy.
That's, Chuck, you kept us on our toes. How about that? Jesse, Darren Williams with your last pick. Who's going to be your next?
My last pick
in the game right now
belongs to Knicks legend Ron Baker, the shot maker.
Whoa! Why not, huh? Ron Baker. Second to last pick, the penultimate pick in the draft. Evan, Walt Bellamy was your previous pick. Who's going to be your final?
There's a guy in here that I've been looking at that I really wanted to go off the board to somebody. It's going to upset me that he's not going off the board because I can't take him. It wouldn't fit my team. So instead, I'm going to go with somebody that was Russell Westbrook before Russell Westbrook.
Oh.
He was a walking triple-double, almost average triple-double himself. I'm going to go with Fat Lever.
Yeah, all right. Why not? Aaron, buddy, you get the final pick of the entire draft, the 130th pick.
Oh,
what are you thinking?
Guys here. I thought about Robert Ory just because he makes a lot of clutch shots.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Rasheed Wallace has not been taken, but I'm not going to take him.
Rashid is still on the board, yep.
I'm just going to take Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, why not? There were some legends that got left off the board this year. Nobody took Lenny Wilkins. Earl Monroe is still on the board.
Tiny Archibald.
There's some guys that didn't get drafted that I'm surprised. And then I'm looking back and there have been some really interesting surprise picks. DeMar DeRozan surprised me. Manu Ginobili, as high as he got taken, surprised me.
It shouldn't have because of who took him.
Monte Ellis and Gilbert Arenas surprised me. Tim Hardaway, as early as he did, surprised me. Lou Williams surprises me. J.R. Smith surprises me. Andre Iguodala and Dennis Rodman, as early as they went, surprised me. Chauncey Billups surprised me. Detlef Schrempf surprised me. Andre Karolinko was a sleeper. Fat Lever was a sleeper. Allen Houston, Jerry Stackhouse surprised me. Thank you so much for drafting. Thank you so much for participating.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Thanks everybody for watching. Crappy YouTube outro. See ya.
Andre Iguodala.
Hey.
No shades.